Hello, good afternoon, my friends. In our ongoing series on health, within the production, Shibong Productions, today we'll be talking about health in a very general way. I am here to make a presentation, which hopefully should not be long, but which would help remind us that God created us to be healthy people, not to be sick. And I will say it again, sickness is an exception. We are really created to be healthy and effective and full of energy, vibrant, and live a good and happy life here to be able to do what we needed to do or what we came here to do. Unfortunately, it's not always so. But however, I'm not talking about treatment today. I'm talking about prevention because that's God's way. He who created us gave us some health laws, which if we respect, there's a high probability that we're going to be in good health most of the time. And so I'm bringing to you today some of the health laws. I belong to a community of people who like to live healthy lives, and it's holistic health. So we started off with, I hope you can see, it's called New Start. And now we are with celebrations. New Start is part of what is in celebrations. So we moved ahead, but we didn't leave anything behind because what was in New Start also features in celebrations. Let me just show it to you again as I talk about it. So you see celebrations. These are acronyms that help us to remember our health laws and so that we can respect them on a daily basis. As you see, in celebration stands for many things. Number one, communication. You and I, we know the importance of communication to be able to live in harmony within the family, in society, wherever we find ourselves. When someone is in trouble, they send out a distress call, which is why we have the means to be able to reach out to people even when they are thousands of kilometers away, thousands of miles away. We thank God for the wisdom that He gave to people to be able to give us these little pieces of technology so we can reach out to one another by telephone. Communication is also not just between us human beings, it is also between us and our Creator. And that's why people pray, and they will tell you how effective prayer can be in their lives. So as we're presenting it today, the communication is not just about communicating. We have to communicate in an effective way. So we have to learn how to communicate, even learn how to choose our words, not only when we speak with human beings, but when we are talking to God. I will not tarry on that because this is something that everybody knows something about. The next aspect of communication I will talk about is the clothes that we wear. I'm not here referring to what other people think about you when they see your clothes. It's what your body tells you depending on the kind of clothes you wear. You would dress first and foremost for comfort than for vanity. So if you're wearing very tight clothes, you are really constricting something that is very important for you. And that takes us to the next C, which is circulation. If you wear very tight clothes, it can constrict the circulation of blood. And so we have to be very careful how we dress, especially us women. The next thing I want to talk about communication is that not only our body, but our consciences, that abstract thing, that moral voice that is in us telling us you did something wrong, gives us a signal when we are going on the red light in our relationships with other human beings. So when we listen and we obey and we make the adjustments, we are healthier. You go to bed in the night and you sleep very well because you told that person, I'm sorry for what I did wrong. Number two in celebrations is environment. Your environment is not just the physical environment, it's also the social environment. It's even the spiritual environment in which you are. Environment has to do with a lot. What kinds of people do you surround yourself with? That's environment. And if you are in the right environment that is conducive to you being a balanced human being, you are going to be healthy almost all of the time. The next one online is L. L stands for liquids of life. We started off talking about water, but then it's not just about water that we put in our body. It's also about the other liquids that we put in our bodies. I don't need to emphasize there are juices that people drink. There are herbal teas that people drink and all of that. What are you putting in your body? Is it keeping you healthy? Or is it damaging your health gradually and over time? This is something to look into too. And after the liquids of life, we have another E. That one stands for exercise. And I know we all know the importance of exercise. But then the experts are telling us we have to exercise in the right way. And guess what? The body always talks back to us when we are doing things really right. And not everything that other people are doing are good for us. So we should respect our bodies when we decide to do those good things, you know. Exercise is so important. It's a whole program on its own. And the next is B. B is belief. What do you believe? Do you believe in something? Whatever you believe in, one way or the other, drives your life. One way or the other, creates the aperture within which you can operate as a human being. Is your belief system effective? Is it helping you? Is it conducive to peace in society? These are all questions we have to answer. And R stands for rest. Rest is key to our bodies functioning well. There is physical rest. We lay in bed in the night to sleep. Do we go to bed in time? How many hours do we sleep in the night? And when we rest, do we have peace of mind when we are resting? And also there's spiritual rest. We rest in God. You know that too? Yes, of course. Prayer is a very good moment to take a little rest even during the daytime. And when you rest, it's also about the kind of literature that you read. There's some literature that upsets. There's some music that would unsettle you. There's some kind of news sources that are very, very unsettling. So choose well in life. A stands for fresh air. I don't need to emphasize this. It's so important for us not to be in a polluted environment and for us to take advantage of the fresh air because we need our bloods to be pure. And when we get that clean oxygen coming into us, it's going to help pump good blood to every part of our body. T stands for temperance. Temperance, the other word for temperance is modesty. Whatever we do, we need to do it in good measure. Even the good things, if we do them in excess, they'll end up being nocive. They'll end up being really not good for our health, whichever aspect of you're looking at. Is it excess of anything is not good. Let's do in moderation. The I in celebration stands for integrity. Are you a man of your word? Are you a woman of your word? Can people trust you? Are you someone who keeps your promises? These are all the questions we have to answer because society needs a lot more people that are people of their word. O stands for optimism. If you take the positive view in life, very soon you will realize that the moments when you had problems in your life were opportunities for you to transcend yourself, to learn how to overcome, to face challenges, to network with other people, to know how you can overcome. So let's be optimistic. Let's give the other person the benefit of the doubt and say maybe they just didn't know. Okay? Even when you think they know and they are boasting about it, Jesus Christ himself said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they are doing. I think that's a lot of optimism right there in terms of our human relationships. Nutrition, it's a big one. Nutrition is so major in determining how healthy we are in life. What are we eating? How was the food grown? And how are we preparing that food? What are we mixing together as our food, as a meal for the day? And what are our tendencies? Do we have variety or we tend to eat the same things? Is the food even healthy to begin with? If our body is really healthy, it talks back to us. Not everything that other people eat may be good for somebody else. And now we've come to S, which is the last one. S stands for service. We're here on planet Earth to render service. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter where you are. Do you know just a little baby smile brings so much peace? Do you know a little hand that can just help mommy or daddy to pick up something there? It's a lot of help. Nobody should ever say they don't have what it is that can help another human being feel relaxed, be grateful and thankful in life. S is also the question as to, are you a social person? Are you sociable? Are you approachable? Are you the person who, when it steps on the scene, you can bring peace, you can make people smile, you can make people to be happy? This is what it is. And God gave us all of these things. If you look at it carefully, all of them working together would make us to be very, very healthy people. So I've come to the end of it, and I'm not going to hold you any longer than I need to. Today in Shibong Productions, we brought to you the acronym Celebration to remind ourselves that when God created us, He didn't leave us just here to try to figure out how to live our lives, but He gave us some health laws. Let's respect them. Let's not respect things in our lives more than we respect our bodies. This is precious for God, our bodies. So let's take good care of them and help one another and take care of each other. Have a good day. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you, and may He grant you peace. I just want you to admire my dress a bit. It was made in my hometown. So have a good day and stay well.